Here, Ova Kepweir, is I, Chief LA of the Corn, and today will be the part two of the Corn language uh, tutorial, I guess? I don't know. So far, the response for the last video wasn't too bad, so let's do the next one. So last time we went over the alphabet, which hopefully wasn't too hard, and we went over the accent marks, so we know eight, bes, des, et, fet, yet, yot, ket, lut, met, net, os, pet, het, ret, set, tas, ut, was, jot, is, and zes. Probably memorize that maybe. So today I think what we're going to do, just go over the specifics with grammar, and yeah, that's it, because I'm not getting into the number system. Oh God. All right, so to reiterate what I said last time, the grammar is the same as in English. So what you would say in English is what you would say in here as well. So if I want to say, like I said last time, if I want to say you love me, it'd be April May Desne. Adjectives, same. If I want to say, again, the strong yellow corn, Fanyu Pem Chomeis. Verbs, again, the same. If I want to say, I will run to the house, and yes, I'm reading off the script, okay, I'm not memorizing this. Mejen erin Fanyu Dohem. So, alright, so now we're going to start going into the past tense, future tense, present tense. So, past tense is pretty easy. So if I want to say, I fought you, like, 3 years I fought you, 3 years ago I fought you, I would say, me jukek epome. So the base word for fight is juk. So all you have to do for past tense is add a K. So if the word ends in a consonant, you add an EK. That way, it's not stupid. So that's why it's me jukek, not me juk. Me jukek. So me jukek epome. I fought you. So yeah, not that hard. I tried to eliminate any technicalities because I don't want to be English and have a technicality for every technicality. So the next tense is present, obviously. So I'm not sure if in linguistics we use this term, you use these terms, but I made them up anyway. So present static, which I basically, when I say that, I basically mean, here's an example. I fight you. I'm not fighting you right now, but just in general, I do fight you. Or I run. I'm not running right now, but I run. So for this, all you have to do is keep the base word. So if I want to say, I fight you, me juk epome. So, present ongoing is right now I'm fighting you. So that would be me juk e epome. So basically you just add an EI to the end. And again, if the word ends in a vowel, you take off the vowel and add EI. So, me juk e epome. So the next couple things are kind of tricky. So just bear with me. So the next one is future. Now, you can say this like you would in English. You can say, all right, I will fight you. You can say that. You can say, me je juk epome. I will fight you. Or, instead of having to use will, you can add a TH to juk. So it'll appear on the screen when I edit. Voila. So what you have to do is, again, if it ends in a consonant, you have to add an E and then TH. And if it ends in a vowel, you just add TH. It's not that hard. So, mejuketh, apome. And you're basically eliminating the I will, and you can just say, I fighting you future. Kind of, basically. Just bear with me. So, yeah, hopefully you get. So the next one is something I call the affirmative tense, which basically, like in English, you can say, yes, he does fight me, I to the jukme, or you can add an apostrophe I, like I talked about in the last video. One of the diacritic marks is just an apostrophe, so you can add an apostrophe I, and it's basically, you don't have to say, you don't have to affirm it with saying yes. Like, you don't have to say yes, blah, 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 blah. I can just say it with the apostrophe I. So again, it'll appear. So if I want to say he does fight me, without having to use, I can just say dejuki me. So when you're pronouncing the apostrophe, you kind of stop the sound, and then you keep going. So dejuki, juki, me. You know what I mean? Maybe. So, yeah. And basically, so you're just eliminating having to use yes in the beginning, and you're also eliminating does. Because instead of having to say, yes, he does fight me, because you'd be affirming that, you can just take out the does, and it just eliminates does and makes it shorter, so that way it's quicker when you're speaking. Negative tense is the exact same thing, except you add apo. So instead of having to say he does not fight me, you can eliminate the does not, and you can just add an apostrophe apo to the end. So basically, if I want to say he does not fight me, I can say the apo juk me, but I don't have to, because I can say dejukepo me, dejukepo. So you stop the letter, and then you keep going. So dejukepo me, dejukepo me. And you're just eliminating words, so that way in speech you can go faster, like a cool kid. All right. Should I water the corn? I'm gonna water the corn. That wasn't a smart idea, but you know what? I believe he needed it. Corn should be treated equal. Oh, my pants are wet. Okay. So combinations, this is basically just saying, hey, you can combine these. So, like the example I have written here, you can just combine everything to make it shorter. So, if I wanted to say she in the future will fight me, I can say Zijenjuk the me, but I can just take out, I can make it future, and I can affirm it without having to have will and, yeah, basically will. So I can say Zijuket I me. Zijuket I me. Zijuket me. I said that wrong. Zijuket I me. Zijuket I me. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Okay, so, oh, okay, we can just go over this again. Number agreement, which is what I call it, it's basically, again, if you're talking to multiple people, the verbs have to be, addressed to the multiple people, as well as, well, if I say hello, friends, it has to be Benzir Kepwir. I can't say Benze Kepwir because that just doesn't make sense. Okay, so augmentatives and diminutives, excuse me, that's basically, it's making it smaller or larger without having to say big something or small something. So let me explain. In Spanish, right, if I want to say dog, it's perro. But if I want to say small dog, it's perrito. So you can say, un perro chiquito, but you can just say perrito and it gets the point across, it's a small dog. Or as my grandfather does, if you want to say big dog, you can say perrote, and you're just saying, it's a big dog. So in corn, you can do the same thing. If you want to say small, it's tere or teref, and I'll explain this difference in a second. And if you want to say big, it's tatar. So if I want to say small flower, it's terepeu. Now, it's going to get a little confusing, so just bear with me. If the word starts with a vowel, you say teref. So it'd be tere, teref, blah, blah, blah. But if I wanted to say, like, if the word starts with a consonant, then you don't add the F. It's just tere. So that's why it's terepeu and not terefpeu, because the base word is peu, and that obviously starts with a P, which is a consonant. And then big is tatar, and that's always the same. It's T, E with a hat, T, E with a hat, R, H with a line, and that's always the same. So if I want to say big flower, it's tatarpeu. Yeah. I think that's gonna go. Okay. I'll do this one last thing because this video is getting pretty long. Pronouns and people. I'm just gonna do this real quick. So the word for man is dussel, which is the Western dialect way of saying it, and the Northern dialect way of saying it is tosel. The word for woman is zilk, which is Western dialect, and the Northern dialect version is zolk. The word for sir is garno, and the word for man is sorry. Sir is garno, ma'am is garno. Colonel, like, the military position, is gurno. Child is sot. Children is sotir. So, boy is dertasel, which is literally just small man. Boy, as in B-O-I, is boy. Yes, I did that on purpose. The word for girl is derazilk. I is may in Western dialect, but in Northern dialect, it's ko. So, if I wanted to say my name, I would have to say, God. Actually, no, that's a bad example because that doesn't even use I. I'm just going to use, whatever, we can skip that. Yeah, so I in Western dialect is may, Northern dialect it's ko, go. Me is ov, mine is ova, mine is ovia. We is mei in Western dialect, and in Northern dialect it's gori. Us in Western dialect is mehi, and Northern dialect it's gorai. you in Western dialect is apome, but plural it would be apomir. And then obviously in Northern dialect it would be apoko or apokir. He in Western dialect would be te, and Northern dialect it'd be tu. She in Western dialect would be z, while in Northern dialect it'd be ze. They is just hus. His would be tep in Western dialect, but in Northern dialect it would be tup. And by the way, if there's a P at the end of the word, that means it's possessive. So keep that in mind. In Western dialect, her or hers would be zeep, while in Northern dialect it would be zape. I know, it's weird. Don't ask. Your/yours, because in Corinth there's no differentiation between your and yours, so you don't have to worry about that. In Western dialect it would be epometap, but plural it would be epometapir, which sounds very challenging, but it's really not. Trust me. Northern dialect it would be epikotap, and then plural it would be epikotapir. Their/theirs, again, you don't have to worry about their or theirs. You can just say husp. Am is wo. Are is vo. Is king. Was nay. Be is lis. Friend is kepwo, which is how I've been addressing you guys. Husband is dar kepote. Now, you're probably not going to use these words a lot. I just did it to show you how the language works a little bit. So husband is dar kepote, and in Northern dialect it would obviously be dar kepotu. And wife would be dar kepozi or dar kepoze. Girlfriend would be tere kepozi or ze, and then boyfriend would be tere kepote or tu. People. Now, when you're addressing the people, it is sotir one fanyu meis, which literally means children of the corn. Why? Because I wanted to. Person would be kerno, no accent, so kerno. And then in Northern dialect, actually no, there's no differentiation between those two. It's the same in both dialects. It is is. Mother is zi terku, while in Northern dialect it would be ze terka. Father in Western dialect would be te terku, and Northern dialect it would be tu terka. Parents would be terku, and then Northern dialect it would be terka. And then last thing is name. Name is just sai. Because, yeah. Quick note about the word sai. If you want to make it plural, so like names, it would be sair. So S-I with an accent, regular I-R. So yeah, this video is about 19 minutes long. Oh my god, I can't believe I rambled on. Well, we're still not even halfway through. So, yeah. Praise corn. Have a good day.